This Sea-Watch initiated and funded Espiritu Santo es parte de ti campaign is the culmination of 10 years of work designed to stop the illegal fishing that has been killing the reefs and reef fish in the Sea of Cortez for the last 20 years. It started in 2007 when we petitioned and got a change in federal law to prohibit any fish extraction using compressed air, and continued in 2009 when we initiated the first citizen-driven vigilance in the Bay of La Paz, and again in 2016 when we initiated the Espiritu Santo es parte de ti campaign to involve and educate the citizens of La Paz about the importance of an ecologically healthy Archipelago Espiritu Santo National Park, and urge them to stop eating parrotfish, a critically important fish to healthy reefs, and to support citizen-driven nighttime vigilance to stop illegal fishing in the park. The Sea of Cortez was for eons a pristine, unspoiled marine environment, teeming with life, and one of the richest breeding grounds on Earth for a great diversity of reef and oceanic species. Only 14 miles from the city of La Paz in southern Baja California lies the archipelago known as Espiritu Santo, one of the most beautiful island groups in all the Sea of Cortez. Its amazing landscape and many beautiful bays make it a highly desirable destination for international tourism as well as for local residents. In 2007, the waters that surround the archipelago were declared a national park with the intention of protecting its fisheries and ecosystems while preserving the well-being of the communities that depend on its resources. But over the past 20 years, the entire Sea of Cortez, including Archipelago Espiritu Santo, has seen its reefs and reef fish populations decline at an alarming rate due to overfishing, most of it illegal. The main illegal fishing methods that have destroyed the reefs and decimated reef fish numbers throughout most of the Sea of Cortez are deployed by the encerradores and pistoleros. Both the illegal fishing methods used by these fishermen involve the use of hookah diving equipment that allows breathing through a hose from a surface compressor while working on the reefs. The encerradores use monofilament gill nets, and by banging on the underwater rocks and rebar, they herd the reef fish into the nets. The pistoleros use Hawaiian slings to kill reef fish at night while they're sleeping. Parrotfish are particularly vulnerable to this type of fishing. Having unlimited air supply, pistoleros and encerradores are able to kill up to 1 ton of reef fish per boat in one single night. Interestingly, by the beginning of the 1990s, when the entire Sea of Cortez was experiencing rapidly declining reef fish populations, there was one fishing community that took matters into its own hands to stop the destruction that had led to the collapse of its own fisheries. That community was Cabo Pulmo on the Eastern Cape. They petitioned the government to make Cabo Pulmo a national park, and thus it became fully protected in 1995. With community-wide commitment to not kill fish anywhere in the national park, and with 24-hour citizen-driven vigilance to protect its reefs and reef fish, the recovery of Cabo Pulmo began in earnest. As a result, the decline was soon reversed, and the recovery in fish populations over the last 20 years has been spectacular. The success of the Cabo Pulmo recovery has not been replicated anywhere else in the Sea of Cortez. But Sea-Watch aims to change that. Our goal is to help to replicate the success of Cabo Pulmo at the Archipelago Espiritu Santo. To accomplish that, we are supporting 2 great projects in La Paz, the largest and closest city to the Archipelago Espiritu Santo National Park. A pride and awareness campaign called Espiritu Santo es parte de ti, and a citizen-driven vigilance organization called Red de Observadores Ciudadanos, or ROC. Espiritu Santo es parte de ti is a local grassroots campaign that aims to engage La Paz's large community in the recovery of the depleted reefs and reef fish populations in Espiritu Santo National Park, by first creating community pride in this natural resource and advocating responsible fish consumption. We are encouraging people to avoid consuming species that are critical to the health of the reef ecosystem, particularly the algae-eating reef grazers such as parrotfish and surgeonfish. Secondly, we are supporting citizen-driven day and night vigilance and working with the authorities to eliminate illegal fishing in the park. As part of the campaign, we have organized pride-building community events, such as mural paintings in downtown La Paz. We took 25 artists from different parts of Mexico to Archipelago Espiritu Santo, where they got their inspiration to paint 30 murals that reflect the beauty of these islands, as well as the importance of the parrotfish for the health of the reefs. We have targeted the restaurateurs and chefs from the top restaurants in La Paz, asking them to commit to not serving parrotfish in their establishments and to be promoters of the campaign. Since the beginning of the campaign, 22 of the 33 top restaurants in La Paz have agreed to not sell parrotfish and to share the message with their clients and the general public through television spots and on social media. In addition, many of the major supermarkets in La Paz have also agreed to stop selling parrotfish. We've also produced for social media around 30 videos showing the beauty of Archipelago Espiritu Santo, its fauna and ecosystems, and the threats that they are facing. Our outreach from these videos has now exceeded 1.5 million views on our Facebook page since the launch of the campaign last December. In the last 2 months, 4 new videos, similar to the one below, have been produced, featuring restaurateurs talking about the importance of Espiritu Santo, its value to the economy and to the health of fisheries. Our Curious Facts About Parrotfish video reached 314,000 people and was shared 2,000 times. ROC was initiated by Sea-Watch in 2009 and is the first citizen-driven vigilance operation in the Bay of La Paz. The ROC patrol boat makes day and night vigilance patrols in the bay. The boat is run by ex-pistoleros who are used to running boats at night and know where the illegal boats fish. When ROC started in 2009, pistoleros and encerradores were taking over 20 tons of fish daily from the Bay of La Paz. This destruction stopped temporarily from 2009 to 2010 as a result of ROC's intervention. In the first year of operation, ROC stopped the illegal taking of over 500 tons of reef fish in the Bay of La Paz, and the number of boats fishing illegally was reduced from 29 to 4. As a result of the effectiveness of ROC's work, new formal agreements have been negotiated with Mexican fisheries to include government authorities on ROC patrol boats. So far, in 2017, 6 boats with motors, equipment, and catch have been confiscated by Conapesca with the help of ROC. Their joint operations work is now being recognized and supported by the community. A dinner was recently hosted in order to highlight for the public the joint efforts of the citizen-driven ROC and Vigilance Team, the federal Conapesca Team, and the state FUNMAR Vigilance Team. Archipelago Espiritu Santo National Park recently had its 10th anniversary, and the recovery of fisheries is evident and measurable due to the reduction of illegal fishing around the islands. This success is a result of the involvement of user groups, the citizens of La Paz, nonprofit organizations, and ROC's vigilance and coordination with committed federal authorities. This is how Espiritu Santo looked a year ago compared to today. We don't have the big fish yet, but there are many parrotfish, small cabrilla, and snapper, the fish most targeted by illegal fishermen. Most notable is the tranquility that has returned to the reefs. No longer are fish diving for the protection of the rocks when you enter the water. Their natural curiosity has returned, and they swim up to investigate what you are.